What's up, guys? Honey with you here, bringing you Ssss Gridman anime review episode 10. This episode was really good. Basically, everyone is confused on what happened to Akane. She basically disappeared. She's been away from school. She hasn't made no kajus, and she's like super depressed, and she's going into this collapsed state where like nothing she wants to do is going out right for her. They even tried to go to her house, but when they opened the door forcefully, they found out that it was just nothing but like a Rubik's cubes in there, and it looked like a whole computer realm. It was weird. They basically couldn't go inside to find out whatever, so they just stopped investigating as a whole, and they continue their life. Going through exams and stuff, and having this little moment of peace, where Akame is basically in despair. And then she made a random kaju for Alex because he was bugging her. Oh, make one. So she made one out of random angriness and stuff. He used it against the Gray Man, but he heard him beat that one easily. But then later on, something else happened, and that kaju that he beat, instead of the body just decaying when it got defeated, it was just there, laying down. And after a while, at night time came, something broke out of it. It looked like half human, half starfish, with a big red eye in the middle of its chest. And this creature started going around killing all the kajus that are in the frog that we see in like the episodes when they, how the characters, when they walk around and they look up, they see a frog, and in that frog, it's like a kaju just standing there, but no one else sees it, just our main MC and his friends. Well, those kajus all died. And Akame's like, something's killing my kajus. So Gray Man goes to fight it with all his friends, all teamed up, all powered up at max. He gets thrashed. They can't do nothing to this thing. And this starfish started ripping off all the pieces one by one, until it was just Gray Man by himself. And he started choking him to like try to kill Gray Man and Yuta at the same time. But what ended up happening is, the little boy that's half kaju and half human, he came in and started saving try to save the day. And it was stated that he's no longer a kaju. They consider him a living being now because he can feel for people and he thinks like them and stuff. So because of this, they don't consider him a kaju. And this is the reason why Gray Man has been leaving him alone and letting him die. Yes, he defeats him in battle, but he will not kill him. So that's nice to get that clarification, because I was always wondering that since like episode, I think it was 2 or 3, when they introduced this kid, and it's like, why isn't Gray Man killing him? And it was because of the potential he had to become human. And in this episode, as you see in the thumbnail, he copies Grave Man's body and he becomes a Grave Man, and they call him Grey Knight, the night version of Gray Man, basically. And this one is extremely fast and heavy-hitted. And he just destroyed this guy. From losing to the starfish monster, he started actually winning. And he won, he was able to take it out. But after he took it out and everything was fine and dandy, and Yuta went back home, Akame came in and she's like, oh, so this is how you turn into Grave Man. I didn't know you need all this junk. And Usami's like, well, didn't you know about this? I mean, you're a god. Isn't there something that God shouldn't be able? Basically his point was, if you're a god, you should know everything. How come you didn't know about this? And her reply was, do you remember all the old junk that you threw out? And it sounds kind of mean, but if you really think about it, we humans don't keep track of all the things we consider junk and throw out of our lives, whether it's objects, money, material things, people, whatever, relationships. So in that regard, she's kind of right. We don't really keep track of the things that we don't care about. We just keep in track of the things that we do care about. But after that, Yuta tries to explain to her that Alex is only using you for your ability to create kajus and so forth. And then she stabs him. And he just drops. And it was like, oh shoot. All this time she couldn't create a kaju to defeat him. To defeat Gray Man. So she found, if I can't defeat Gray Man, I would have to defeat his host, Yuta. And she stabs him. And that was the end of the episode. And I'm like, oh man, Yuta. You should have saw that coming. I mean, I understand you trying to like make friends with her and be peaceful and trying to like get her away from Alex, but she's already fallen. Mentally, she's not there. Like, it's hard to reason with a female when they caught in their feels, but once they caught in their feels and their feels are like maximum high-low depravity, it's really hard to talk to them. And he's a young kid, so he's not gonna understand that. But it just, I hope he doesn't die. I mean, yeah, we got this new Grave Knight, Grave Man called Grave Knight and all, but I mean, I like Yuta. Again, we don't know his whole characteristic or backstory because he still has amnesia. He can't remember most of his past, and that was stated in this episode. But it was also stated that everything in this city is made by her and to love her, Akami. So they wonder if she ever dies or leaves, what would happen to them? Would they just disappear and vanish because she's no more, or because she didn't care about them? That was bothering Usami for a little bit, but he got over it. And Ruka was like, just give him time. But yeah, great episode of Ssss Gridman, episode 10. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you already watched it, go watch it again. Beautiful episode. I cannot stress it enough. I feel bad for my boy Yuta. I want him to be back alive and good health, but I'm not sure how things are going to work out with him being stabbed like that. Hopefully she ain't getting over like vital spots and he does come back. And another thing that's really sad is that this is episode 10. And I heard that this is not supposed to be more than a 12 episode series, which means we got 2 episodes left, and that's a hurt piece because I'm really like all the animes that I'm watching and reviewing. Ssss Gridman is one of my favorites because I love the mega series genre, but at the same time, I always love the not just Gridman but all the other variations like Geyser, Cyber Scroll Ninjas, and all those other type of like robot people. Power Rangers, you know, I'm a real big fan of that, like, hero / robot type category, so, and fantasy. Those are, like, my 2 top, like, tier animes right there. Anything that's fantasy, or anything that's, like, mega / what Graveman is, technically. But, yeah, 2 more episodes, sadly, 11 and 12. Can't wait for next week. But leave your comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends. Follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below in the description. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.